Welcome to The Sensitive Warrior, where feeling everything is your superpower, and in business, your competitive edge. I'm your host, Doreen Lang, author of Embracing Venus and a mindset coach. Each week, I sit down with fascinating people who lead with sensitivity, authenticity, and heart, and we dive into their real stories of courage and hear how they are making an impact and living a life lit up. Today, I am joined by Carol Corio, Quality of Life Associates. Welcome, Carol.
Thank you, Doreen.
So nice to have you.
Yeah.
I've known Carol for many years, but like everything else in life, you only know a little bit here and there. We're going to learn a lot about Carol and her fascinating journey, so let's dive in. So tell us a little bit about your background.
Okay, great. So what's interesting is when you reach a certain age and stage, you start looking back over your life and what you've done. And that's kind of what's happened to me. So I've kind of had a number of different pivots, and now this quality of life is a pivot to relaunch a company that I started 35 years ago. So at that time, I was selling computers, and I was like a fish out of water. I loved being in sales. That was like what I really enjoyed doing. And at the time, my dad, at a very young age, got sick with cancer. And he wanted me to join the family business.
And what was that?
Plumbing.
Plumbing.
4 generations, family, 100 years old. And I was like, oh, Dad, I don't have a passion for plumbing. And so he said to me, he said, well, you need to find your passion, and I think you should start a business. So I said, okay. And then he said, one more thing. He said a lot of things.
As dads do.
Exactly. But the one thing that stuck was he said, I'm going to fight this thing, this cancer thing, as long as I have quality of life.
I love that.
And that's where the name of my company came from.
Wow.
So once he had passed, I was looking for what was my passion going to be, right? And I smelt my first essential oil.
Oh.
And that was it. I knew this was my passion. So I studied with everyone that I could find. I read every book. I did everything I could. I got connected up with one of the leading authentic essential oil companies, and I was their sales rep all over the country. I connected up with my with my aromatherapy mentor, Ishel Lee.
Oh, you found someone like that.
I did.
You were looking hard.
And we've been connected since the beginning. And she was doing aromatherapy products, and especially energetic products. So during this journey, I was also studying to be a polarity therapist and a Reiki therapist. And this was way back before Reiki was even a name people knew.
Right.
Is that a good way to put it?
I was hosting a dinner at my house the other night, and with friends, and their daughter came and said to me, "Are you still doing Reiki?" So people still don't understand it. So yeah, I'm with you.
So Ishel had vibrational products. I was into energy. I was doing all that, and so we connected up in business. Now, fast forward, something happened that the distributor that I was representing, he had his essential oil line taken away from him, off the market in the United States. So that caused my first pivot.
Oh.
Now I need to find somewhere I can make a living, and that's where I pivoted into healthcare. But I was still holding on to that aromatherapy. So the first healthcare that I landed was a hospice that used authentic aromatherapy blends. And they were created by a professional colleague that I knew. So I knew they were the real deal.
Right. Quality, right?
Yep. So at that hospice, I connected up with my hospice mentor. Her name was Patricia Brown. Now, Pat knew everything about hospice, and she was intrigued to learn everything about aromatherapy. And I knew nothing about hospice, but I knew a lot about aromatherapy.
Marriage made in heaven.
Oh, it was great. So I taught her what she needed to know to bring aromatherapy to patients at end of life, and she taught me what I needed to know to be a good hospice marketer.
Wow.
Yeah. So then I've had different jobs in positions in healthcare. Even at this time now, I'm working for Sue Madan at Comfort Care, and I'm going to cut back. I've cut back my hours now so that I have made some room to expand and do the quality of life.
Wow.
So now the last pivot is the reason I fortuitously was invited to Florida to visit my brother, and when I was there, I was introduced to this new wellness technology. It's a little patch.
You're wearing it right now.
I am. And I was like, what is this? And it's just light. I was intrigued because I didn't want anything with drugs. I didn't want anything with that would go into my body. I didn't want any side effects. I didn't want anything like that. So I tried it. And, I was starting to slow down. And I was thinking, oh my God, I'm so tired at the end of the day. My knees are
like
cracking.
all of us, I know.
I'm really careful when I go up. I wasn't sleeping. And I was getting ready to think about cutting back my hours because I was so exhausted. Well, and what I didn't tell anyone at the time was my hand was killing me. I had carpal tunnel pain, inflammation. And I was really this close to going to the doctor and having it looked at.
All right.
So I put the patch on, and the first day, it was a little tender, but I knew from everything I had studied, there's a lot of inflammation going on in that hand, so that's not an unusual thing. By the second day, the pain was gone and the range of motion, and I've never looked back.
So you're talking to this woman you've never met before, and she's talking about this patch. She's wearing the patch. Clearly you're an open person because you're open to essential oils, you're open to energy, you're open to Reiki, and by selling, you're really helping people. So you're really kind of open, right?
Right.
So when you saw this, did you think for a minute, scratch your head and think, what a quack?
No.
Not at all.
No.
Wow. So this was like instant, what? Let me have it.
I did. I was intrigued. And because it was light therapy, it wasn't drug therapy. It wasn't putting a patch on, nothing goes into the body. So that intrigued me. So that's when I realized, okay, it's time to relaunch Quality of Life Associates. It's time to bring everything back into the forefront. I'm at an age and stage now where I want to return to do the things that really give me passion and pleasure. And now I found this, something that I can share with folks that are, in going through the aging process.
Okay, so if you don't mind, let's talk a little bit about the patch. So you said it's light therapy.
Right.
Can you tell me a little bit, or can you tell us how it works?
A little bit.
Okay.
Meaning, it's a kind of technology that is new. It's patented. So it's the only one on the market. There's no other thing like it. The visionary man who created it figured out how to take and put light waves into the patch that then go to realign your body. And it does sound like woo-woo, if you get my drift. But it's all based on science, and he has the studies to back it up. Similar to the way the sun, when it is on our skin, activates the production of vitamin D. So it's the same kind of a concept.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Now you have it here, and you did speak about your hand had been sore.
Yep.
Were you keeping it there to kind of continue that area, or does it matter where you put it?
It doesn't matter where you put it. Like what I suggest to people is you patch the pain. Like if you've got an ache or a pain,
excellent, put it there.
Put it there. So,
wow.
Yeah. So for getting the patents, they had a specific location they recommended, like behind the neck or, below the belly button. But at this point, it doesn't, it doesn't matter where the patch goes.
So you're telling us that your hand is not in a point where you need to go to the doctors?
No.
You're fine?
I'm great. Not only that, but I'm sleeping better. So that was an immediate. But then over time, while I was on the patch, I've been on the patch now almost 7 or 8 months, I'm saying, wow, I'm not tired anymore.
Yeah, you don't look tired. I'm tired. You don't look tired.
I'm sleeping.
Wow, so
soundly,
interesting.
And I'm waking up refreshed.
So
and
interesting.
If I get up in the middle of the night, because many of us get up in the middle of the night, instead of staying awake, I'm able to go back to sleep.
Wow.
And, the aches and the pains that I was feeling just moving around, I feel 10 years younger. And the more that, so I just want to share it and put it all together. But what's interesting is I'm finding that my years of being in the senior market for the last 20 years in my healthcare, hospice and home care, and being part of the professional healthcare marketing community on the South Shore, I want to be able to. I love teaching, and I was doing teaching when I was doing the aromatherapy. I had an introduction to aromatherapy that I love to do. And then I created an introduction to being present and being aware of energy. And now I've created a Aging Gracefully seminar series so that I can teach people about this new light therapy. And part of that seminar is to also teach people about aging gracefully, meaning tune them into the importance of hydration, exercise, nutrition, sleep, and solutions that might help them. Because so many, aging is inevitable.
Suffering's an option.
But if we can make the aging process the best it can be, and if we can align our body in the best way that we can, and that's really what I want to share with people, is what I've learned about aligning your body so that you can age and make this journey of aging the best it can be.
Wow. It's such important work, Carol. It really is such important work because you're not introducing drugs and a concept that isn't understandable. This is based on science. So it really works with your own body then.
It does.
So the light comes in and works with your capacity to heal itself.
Correct. And it goes where it needs to go. So you may think, oh, I want this this pain to go away. And sometimes the pain doesn't go away right away because the patch knows, listen, you got something going on with your liver. I'm going there first.
Wow.
And he's the founder, the gentleman, the inventor of the product. Everything he's done is backed up by clinical studies and patents.
How long has it been out really in the world, in the market?
20 years.
Good grief. So how come we haven't heard of it?
I know.
Well, maybe it's me.
No. I mean, he had multiple generations of the patch.
Okay, sure. Perfection.
And and the patch that he introduced in 2019, he was able to learn more and make, and now this patch is even more well-rounded and is getting even more timely results. Yeah.
Wow. So at the end, we're going to have people reach out to you and get in contact with you, and you can help them connect with this important product. But as far as if someone was to jump on board, they're going to get the latest and greatest because that's all that's going to be out in the market is the newest, right?
Well, the other patches are there too, but I'd say 75 to 80% of the business now is the second or third generation patch.
Right. So now, when the trials were done, is it this for quality of life for people that are older people that are aging, Or does it matter?
It's for everybody. But it's more acutely for people that are aging because you see more results. Meaning, most young people look and feel healthy. They don't have aches and pains like those of us that are a little bit older.
Sure.
So the patch is amazing for everyone. I just feel an affinity to share it with folks that are the same age and stage as me.
Right.
How's that?
Because you get them.
Yeah.
We get them. So, so you talked about sleep.
Mm-hmm.
You talked about your hand.
Yep.
You talked about energy, how you feel better, you have more energy.
Yep.
Those are pretty powerful areas.
They are.
They are.
And yet they're so simple. Like, they're the things that keep us from having quality of life. If you're not sleeping and if you got aches and pains. And, I used to just be so careful about going up and down the stairs. Mm-hmm. And I'm still careful, but I just feel so much more sure-footed than I did before.
Wow.
And now I don't need to cut back my hours because I got more energy than, I don't feel like I felt before. Now what I want to do is balance starting quality of life with still continuing to work in the healthcare with Sue at Comfort Care. So that's kind of exciting.
Okay, so we're on the South Shore of Massachusetts, and clearly I'm naive, and I had no idea that this even existed. Where is it existing? Where did you? Where do you feel the most people? Where are people using this from your studies and your research?
Well, it's in 75 different countries, and the sales went from 20 million to 600 million in the last 4 years.
Wow!
So obviously,
it's out there.
It's out there. Yeah. But it's not something that you buy off the shelf because it requires an explanation so people know, how it works and feel comfortable. And so it's a direct sales marketing approach.
Got it.
And one of the things that excited me was that I wanted to be the one to bring it to Boston.
Unbelievable.
Yeah.
Unbelievable. I would think that senior living communities, I would think that Florida, just people that go to age comfortably and in place.
Well, it's big in Florida.
It is big in Florida. Okay.
Yeah, it's very big in Florida. Yeah. And then that's where I was introduced to it at my brother's house in Florida.
That's right. Because that's where it was just commonplace.
Yeah.
Wow. Now, can people get crazy with these? Can they put two on? Is it just one is good enough? Like with people not well, do you find that the people that you work with, they want?
I think it's a question of when he first introduced the patch, he had a number of different patches that did a number of different things. But then every time you add a patch, you're adding an overlay of investment. What's awesome about this patch is that it has the best of all the other patches, so that this one does the trick. It's like the flagship product of the company.
So now how long will you wear that?
I will wear this for 12 hours every day. 12 hours on and 12 hours off.
Okay.
And, more is not better.
Okay.
Because you need to take the patch off so that your body is not aligning the light wave. So when you put the patch on, it's like, oh, okay, now we go back to, it's called attenuation, where you want it to be on and off to have it work.
And do you need the actual light?
Nope.
Like the daylight to come into it, even though?
No, it's the heat of my body.
Okay.
It's the infrared heat of my body that's activating it.
So you don't have to go out on the light.
No, you don't have to.
Even though we're calling it a light.
No, yeah. It's infrared light waves that he's, and the patch has, crystalline and amino acids and sugars. It's very safe. It has nothing in it.
So what have you seen in your experience so far with people saying, Carol, thank you. I'm so glad we had a chance to meet and hear about this. I'm using this. It's helped me with X, Y, and Z. What are you seeing and what are you hearing?
Everyone has a different story. Yeah. There's so many testimonials that people have. We're really also careful about how we present it. This is not designed to, treat or cure a disease or anything. It's just a wellness product, and it's approved by the FDA as a general wellness product. So that's awesome.
That's excellent.
Yep, and we just everybody has a different reaction, and I feel like for my energy work, I understand that the body has a natural ability through homeostasis to heal itself.
Right.
If we allow it and if we get into that state. And I feel like this is just a facilitator of that, where every single person has a different benefit based on what each one needs.
Wow, that's outstanding. So tell me kind of how then people would work with you.
So I would like to. There are two kinds of ways I'd like to see people. I want to just educate people about the benefit of the patch so that they would say, "Gee, I want to try that."
Excellent.
And I want them to also understand that it's like, excuse me, it's like having an exercise program, right?
Right.
If you went and did an exercise program, would you be totally at your goal for at the first day or the first week? No. It takes 2 to 3 months. So this is a very slow and deliberate process of aligning your body to its natural health. And so I'm looking for people to be willing to make like a 2 to 3 month commitment.
Yep.
And everyone that does sees the results.
It's really happy with it. And I think on your website, I think you say it took a long time to get you in this place of either pain or discomfort. Yep. And nothing works overnight. If it does, it's usually a drug or a shot of some sort. But this will, over time, and not a lot of time.
No, it's not a lot of time. I mean, mine was very quickly for this. And I was grateful for that, because then I was like, wow, this is great.
Yeah, right.
But it doesn't always happen that quick. But you wake up and you go, wow, I had a really good night's sleep last night. And I go, I wonder if it was the patch. I guess it was.
Yes, it was.
Yeah. That was my revelation.
Right.
Is that it wasn't like I woke up one morning and was like, all right, I'm feeling great now. It was just this gradual, every day I just felt more energized. I felt, less. Yeah.
Right. So how does food and nourishment and sleep and exercise work with this? Are you sharing that you need to do all that and this will work even better? Or you're saying that you don't have to worry too much about that? Like, how does this introduce itself to what we should be doing?
No, that's a great question. In fact, David, the founder of the company, he talks about the importance of hydration, and that the patch is going to work even better if you stay hydrated.
Excellent.
We all know that, don't we?
We all know we need to.
Yeah, but that's another thing. And then, eating properly and exercising. It just will enhance the results.
It makes so much sense. I mean, I guess I would think once you put it on, you're thinking, I'm making an intentional effort to take care of myself. I'm wearing this today.
Yep.
So I'm also going to get a glass of water. I'm also going to make sure I take that walk because it's really kind of a little reminder, right?
Yep.
If we're doing this needs to work
right
with other things that I need to do.
Exactly.
Yeah, that makes perfect sense.
Now, the natural progression is after folks have, gotten the patch and used it, they realize there's other people in their life that could benefit from the patch. And so the beauty of this sales model is that they're able to then become part of the company, and they can share it with people that they know. And they can even make themselves some supplemental income.
I love that, because some people like myself, when I hear something great, I want other people to know about it. I want them to. It's like some people are just like they love to just share information, and I know you love to teach. I love to teach. Maybe it's the teachers in the world, but yeah, I mean, when you learn something that's phenomenal, you want to share it. So this gives people an opportunity to not just wear it, but to share it.
Exactly.
Well,
Exactly.
That's a brilliant model.
So I'm looking to grow a team here in Boston, where I'm able to teach them what they need to know about the product. in order to learn about the product, we need to either have like a phone call, we need to have a personal meeting, we need to have a Zoom meeting, or we need to meet like in a group setting. So I'm setting up all those opportunities so people can, and I'm looking to provide the education I need for the people that join the team, so that it's effortless for them to, to have the resources they need. I mean, when I started, I researched everything. I read every clinical study, and then I downloaded it. And if anybody is like me and they're skeptical, like, well, all right, I can send them anything they need. Mm-hmm. And then there are other people that say, no, okay, I'm ready to try this. I don't need to see the clinical studies.
Right,
yeah.
Right, yeah.
So, but that's my goal, is to grow the quality of life team here in the Boston area.
Outstanding. So that's the name of your company.
Yep.
Quality of Life Associates. Yep. And your website is?
It's a mouthful, but it is very simple. qualityoflifeassociates.com.
Perfect.
All one word, no spaces. I'm very lucky I got the...
Yes, that fits beautifully.
It does.
Because that is memorable. Quality of life. Everyone really wants quality of life.
Exactly.
And that's so wonderful and endearing that your dad had shared that with you, and you snatched that up.
I know.
That's so great.
Yeah.
And then helping people to help other people. So you must be in the midst right now of building these teams or these groups of people or anyone that really wants to learn about this.
I'm really at the beginning of launching this part of it. The website is now ready. I have a place to have people come for the small meetings. I've got my library of resources ready. So now I'm ready to actually talk about it and set up meetings and share it. I think the next step is for me to reach out to Council on Agings and libraries and maybe assisted livings, and offer them the seminar so that we can tie together all the aging gracefully pieces of this.
I mean, why wouldn't somebody try this?
I know.
It's painless.
Yep.
It's small.
Yep.
Clearly, you're a genuine person, so it's affordable.
Yep.
It's accessible, and you're going to educate them.
Yep.
So how do people get in touch with you, Carol?
So the best way at this point to get, there are two ways. One is the website, which is qualityoflifeassociates.com.
Perfect.
Spell it carefully. Sometimes I misspell it when I put it in because it is a mouthful.
Right.
I'm getting so tech savvy. I've made a QR code on my business card, so when I give my business card out, I don't have to worry about them misspelling the name to get there.
Although I'll tell you, this morning I went on Quality of Life and I wrote it really quickly and I misspelled it. It came right up.
Oh, that's
came
encouraging.
Right up. Yeah.
Ooh, that's encouraging.
Yeah,
okay.
yeah.
The other way they could reach me is directly by phone or text. My phone is 781-366-2060. And text is great, phone is great.
So you're giving people an opportunity that they may never have heard about before, and it could help them in very short order.
Yep.
To age gracefully.
Because
you're not saying you're not going to age. You're saying you're going to age comfortably and gracefully.
Correct. I mean,
and have a quality of life.
That's what we're is to enhance your quality of life by aging gracefully. That's my new tagline.
I love it. So before we leave, is there anything else you want to share with the audience about this to give them, I don't know, the jump they need to check this out?
I mean, at this point, I just need people to sign up to my mailing list on the website so that I can coordinate trainings, and you'll be on my list for events when I know I'm doing something somewhere, and I just need to get out and tell people about it.
Yeah, and they need to hear you. So thank you so much for joining us. This was terrific.
Thanks for having me.
Such an interesting concept, and you're living it, and it's working. So what more do you need?
And it is.
So thank you again for joining me on The Sensitive Warrior, where feeling everything is your superpower. If you'd like to learn more about Carol, you can reach out to me as well, your HSP coach, highly sensitive person coach, your HSP coach. .com, and I will connect you with Carol the same day, so you won't have to wait around. So thanks so much, and until next time, take good care and think about the patch.